I'm at the Royal Welsh Show talking to Gethin from Mwmac. Gethin, have you been enjoying the Royal Welsh Show?
Oh, it's been a fantastic few days, absolutely.
And for those that don't know, what does Mwmac do? What do you offer people?
Training for professionals. So it's training anything land-based, be that from chainsaws or forestry machines and everything in between.
Okay, so what kind of training then can people get if they come to you?
At the minute, I teach us on the chainsaws. I'm hoping to develop my portfolio there. So it's your maintenance of chainsaws, your cross-cutting, your felling, small, medium, large trees.
And is there a growing demand, you find, for training and for these sorts of skills?
Absolutely. I suppose you could say it's all come from insurance purposes, but also how do you prove you're a competent operator if you haven't been trained to a standard as such.
So you've brought the stand here for the Royal Welsh and a few different bits and pieces that you've set up to attract people on to have conversations about training and safety. What have you set up behind us?
Here we've got the winch set up to do an assisted fell on the Scots pine that you can see in the distance. So it's exactly like you're saying, it's to pull people in to have that discussion on what's going on with the kit that's used. And hopefully to try and get people's thoughts and ideas to try and pull it apart, if you like, which is great part of having a discussion with the public, and also many a contractor that's coming in and mentioning that they would do it in a different way, but the end game is, can we do it in a safe way?
So can you talk me through each part that you've got set up here, what equipment you've used?
Sure. So behind me we've got our winch, our tractor winch, which it just represents a winch of some sort, and then it's going through the whole system then into a Dyneema rope. We've got here, using that, just showing that you don't have to use your wire ropes. It's a lightweight, and if you've ever dragged a wire rope, you'll love a Dyneema rope. You'll never go back to that. And it's showing the pulleys, the configuration of how you place your strops onto the trees, and also your load calculating on the tree that you're about to pull as well.
And is this an area that you think it's quite common for people to make mistakes or run risks with?
I think assisted fell is one of those underestimated things that majority of people do it. Are they doing it correctly? It's a great question. So this is why we're putting it out here, and let's do it correctly, rather than sort of winging it and potentially having problems with that. So absolutely.
So what other conversations have you had with people? Have they been coming up and asking about different types of training? Is there any sort of specific areas that you're seeing a lot of interest in?
I wouldn't say there's a particular area. I think it's as a general blanket as such. I mean, you're always having that conversation with somebody who doesn't believe that training's necessary,
right?
Which, well, let's have the conversation about it. Why not? But no, I'd say it's a general sort of cover, really. People wanting to upskill, potentially either within the work they're in or to potentially move on to some more work.
Well, thank you a lot for talking to us. I'm sure you get a lot more interest over the coming days. Gareth, thanks a lot.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.